Welcome everybody to this edition of Attention Talk Video. I'm your host, ADHD and Attention Coach Jeff Copper. I'm here today to talk about addiction, screen addiction. This is very much a parent thing. When your kids are driving you crazy, which, by the way, a disclaimer, I have kids and I'll talk to you about what you should do with kids and teens and adolescents, but I want you to understand that I'm emotional too, and I'm not more holier than thou. I have to self-regulate just as much as you do. But sometimes it's very annoying when your teen or your adolescent's got their head in their cell phone or their iPad or their computer or Xbox for that matter, and you just had enough and your impulse is, I'm going to take it away. There's nothing wrong with that, but you need to be fair warned. ADHD is a bit of a dopamine addiction, and I'm exaggerating everybody out there, but it's a simplified model. And when these kids are playing these types of things, and yourself included if you're watching this, you get a little bit addicted to this because it's instant brain stimulation. Now, the brain is really interesting. When it's receiving dopamine or something that's pleasurable, the brain can only get so much stimulation. So what happens in the brain is, I don't want to get too complicated here, but dopamine is released into the synaptic gap, and if a person is pleasure seeking, like messing with their cell phone or something, playing some games, dopamine is released into that area, and after a while, the receiving side, where it's reuptake, gets kind of muted. It's a protection mechanism because the brain can only take so much excitement, so much pleasure, so it kind of mutes it a little bit. So what happens is, for the person to get the same pleasure, they have to have more of what they had, a higher dose of it, if you will, for the opposite side, the receiving side. Forgive me, I know this is getting a little technical, but you'll get my point in a second, to get the same feeling. So what happens is dopamine is the pleasure side of the brain. It feels really, really good. Without dopamine, you're physically uncomfortable. That's what detox is. When you don't get it, you're physically uncomfortable. The brain is uncomfortable. You get agitated. You get cranky. So if you're a parent and you're had it with your kids and you make the decision, I'm taking electronics away, be fair warned, you're going to run into some agitation for at least 24, maybe 48 hours where the kid's going to be cranky. They're going to be upset. They're going to push your buttons. It's going to be very disappointing. The reason for this video is to bring your awareness to it, because if you're not aware that that's going to happen, and if you're not prepared for it, you're likely going to give in just to get the relief on, and you're basically rewarding the kid to push your buttons again next time something like that happens. Nothing wrong with that, but awareness is everything. So the idea really is if you're going to do something like this, I need to understand that you're going to have to hunker down for a bit of time and realize this is coming until it all blows over, until the detox is done. And this is not a 30-day detox, but it's a day and a half. Same goes for adults. If you think that you're going to put these things down and not feel any agitation as a result of it, you're probably living in a dream world. Here's the thing, though. If you have ADHD and you're putting that stuff away, you're self-aware. You're not very self-aware, so what you're doing is you're biting everybody's head off and you don't even know it. So if you're going to kind of go detox for a little bit, you need to be aware of this behavior so that you can manage it for your benefit and everybody else's. So I hope this tip was a bit helpful to you. The idea is really to understand the nature of screen addictions and that time, and if you're going to take something away from your kid, or you're going to remove yourself from it, there's a physical reaction as a result of it. It's normal. Just plan for it and manage it. We hope you've got some insight from this tip. Please subscribe to our channel by hitting the subscribe button. Share our channel. There's a lot of other great ADHD channels out there. We like to think that ours is very practical, very insightful. We just have our niche. So share it with other people if you will. Please leave your comments as well. We're always interested in what your thoughts are. It helps us understand what you like, and often we get some other good ideas from great shows from you. With that, we hope you've enjoyed this edition of Attention Talk Video. Take care.